Hey guys, it's me, Noob. I'm back with another video. And today, I'm doing another tier list video. Yay! I know how much everyone loves these videos. And today I'm going to be doing a tier list of Spider-Man villains, similar to the tier list I did of Batman villains. Yeah, Batman is known to have the best villains, and I think Spider-Man's like a second. Yeah, here I've compiled a lot of popular Spider-Man villains, and I'm going to rank them through this tier list. From goated, cool, fine, mid, bad, and please die. Starting off strong is the Beetle, everyone's favorite Spider-Man villain. The Beetle. I will say, his design looks cool. I know him from the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. I know that show was like kind of garbage, but I thought Beetle looked cool in it, so I don't know. I'm just gonna give him a fine for his design alone. Next is, Big Wheel. That's definitely goated, definitely goated. No one's as good as Big Wheel. Big Wheel is awesome. Next is Black Cat, who I'm sure many of you like for reasons. Yeah, so I'll put her in cool, you know, she's kind of a cool character, and I like her relationship with Spider-Man. Next is Boomerang. Yeah, I bet some of you are like, who the hell's Boomerang? And yeah, he's really not important at all. Next is Carnage, who I'm gonna put in goated. He's actually, I think, a really cool villain. He's sadistic, he's like a serial killer, and he's just an insane dude. Next is Electro. Yeah, let's be honest, Electro kind of sucks. He's not really that good. He's like the Spider-Man villain that they change in literally every adaptation.
Seeing the series' version of Electro made me realize something. He's probably the least developed Spider-Man villain, in terms of personality or motivation. I may piss people off by making this point, but the fact that every version of Electro in movies and cartoons is so drastically different proves to me that there really isn't, like, anything interesting in the material to adapt for him. He's either the Red Skull's son, or a bullying victim that becomes a metaphor for Columbine, or a guy with a severe sci-fi medical condition that pushes him into this whole Hollow Man bit, or a socially awkward nerd that has severe abandonment issues. Remember in Web of Shadows, that whole I gotta save my sister thing, even though that was a character that was made for that game? At best, in the Ultimate cartoon and the recent game, plus Spider-Man No Way Home a little bit, they all shared this weirdly defined goal of becoming pure energy or something like that, but that's so vague and uninteresting. You have no concept of something like that because it's not real, so you can't, like, understand why he wants that so bad. But what does Electro have? He's, kind of a mutant, but not really. He's bisexual, I guess? He was once the face of an anti-establishment political movement during the 2008 financial crisis. That was weird. One time he almost blew himself up by plugging his ass into a billboard, and then thanks Spidey for saving him. Maybe there's like a really good single-issue Electro story in an anthology book that I missed, but I think he, like, kind of sucks, actually, now that I think about it this way. Electro's just there to fill out Sinister Six rosters and everything. He's got nothing going on.
I'm just gonna go mid. He does have kind of a cool power, I guess. Green Goblin, that's obvious goated, the main Spider-Man villain. Peter Parker's arch enemy, and he is just insane. My favorite thing he's done is when he fucked Gwen Stacy. That's definitely my favorite. Next is Hammerhead, who is fine. He has a giant head, and he's like one of the mob boss characters, you know. Usually mob boss characters are kind of the lamer villains, but the big head makes him funny. Next is Harry Osborn Green Goblin, and yeah, he's cool. Not as cool as his dad, but still pretty good. His friendship with Peter, and he kind of gets addicted to drugs and then turns evil on him. It's kind of cool. Next is Hydro Man. Whatever, bad. I don't really care for this character. The only time he's been in anything is the 90s animated series, and that he was like an incel. I do like incel villains, but anywhere else, no one cares about him. Next is Hobgoblin, another mid. He's just a pale imitation to the Green Goblin, who's just a much better character. And Hobgoblin's weird, where he just had a bunch of people pretend to be him and be like Fall Guys. Like, he brainwashed Ned or something and had to dress up as Hobgoblin or some shit. I don't know. Next is Jackal. I know you're probably like, who the hell is this guy? Is this just Green Goblin, but naked? He is the reason the Clone Saga exists, by the way. Basically, he was Peter Parker's professor, and he was also Gwen Stacy's professor. He was so pissed off when Gwen Stacy died, because he was actually in love with her, which is really creepy. You know, he cloned Gwen, and he cloned Spider-Man. He's the reason why there's Spider-Man clones. He's just weird, and he made one of the worst Spider-Man stories, so I think, yeah, please die. Next is Kingpin. I know you usually think of him as a Daredevil villain. I personally prefer him as a Daredevil villain. He's more of a Daredevil villain, but he did start out as a Spider-Man villain and was a Spider-Man villain for a long time until Frank Miller brought him to, like, his Daredevil run. They started having the rivalry against each other, and that was cool. I do like it when he goes up against Spider-Man. I also like that panel where Peter Parker is just destroying Kingpin with fat. It's awesome. Next is Kraven the Hunter, another goated character. If you haven't read it already, read Kraven's Last Hunt. It is such a good story. It needs an adaptation. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to get Kraven to be a villain in a Spider-Man movie because so Sony already gave him his own movie, which no one watched. Did you watch Craven? No, you did not watch it. I didn't watch it. It looked like ass. It's another shitty Sony-verse Spider-Man villain movie without Spider-Man. Like, dude, no one even remembers it, because, like, with the Venom movies, they're actually successful because Venom's a popular character. With Morbius and Madam Web, they were, like, shit, and they bombed, but they were memed so much that, like, they got popular from memes. There's people who, like, enjoyed them ironically. Yeah, Craven's goated. We need a good version of him soon. He was in the Spider-Man 2 video game that I haven't played yet, so I don't know if he's good in there or not. Next is the Lizard. Yeah, I think the Lizard is cool. He's kind of like the Hulk, if the Hulk were a bad guy, basically. He's another character who's, like, sympathetic. He's like Mr. Freeze or Man-Bat. You know, when they keep him around for too long, it kind of just like, okay, what are we doing with here? Is this guy gonna be with his wife and kids, or is he just gonna, like, turn evil or whatever? Next is Mr. Negative. I will put him in cool because he was cool in the Spider-Man video game. I liked him in there. Next is It's Morbin Time. Michael Morbius. Yes, the star of the hit film Morbius, which made $1 more billion. That's an obvious, yeah, please die. Who the hell likes this character, like, unironically? Morbius kind of just sucks. Next is Moreland. Moreland also sucks. He's like Morbius, but, like, still just as lame. He was the villain of the Spider-Verse comics, so basically he's a vampire. He was going to every Spider-Man universe to kill every Spider-Man from every universe to suck their blood. I really don't care about this guy at all. I'm so glad the movies didn't use him at all. The Spider-Verse movies are just so much better than the comic. The comic does kind of suck, honestly. And next is Mysterio. Mysterio, he's got cool powers. I'll put him in cool, you know. He's sometimes used as a joke villain. You've seen that one scene from that old Spider-Man video game.
You dare to challenge the infinite might of Mysterio? I will destroy you utterly. You will bear witness to the majesty and glory of my power. Prepare to die. And
he was cool in Far From Home. Jake Gyllenhaal did a great job playing him, so that might be a reason why he's cool. He's a lot like Scarecrow. Like, a lot of Batman and Spider-Man do have a lot of villains that are similar, but you can say that about everyone. Next is, the greatest Spider-Man villain of all time, Paul. Paul is just, he cucked Spider-Man. He just won't go away. No one likes him. He's still in Spider-Man comics, and he's still married to Mary Jane. I don't know why he exists. I don't know why he's still in comics. Is he, like, the writer's self-insert or something? I don't know. It's weird. So yeah, please die. We really need to get rid of this guy. Marvel should make a big event that's just called The Death of Paul. Everyone will clap, and it should end with the wedding between Peter and MJ. Next is the Prowler. Now, you may be thinking, oh, this is Miles Morales' uncle, but no, this actually isn't that version of the Prowler. This is the original Prowler. There's been 2 Prowlers. The new one is the one most known. Aaron Davis, who is Miles Morales' uncle, who becomes the Prowler. This is the original Prowler, who is Hobie Brown, and you might be familiar with that name from Across the Spider-Verse. That's him from an alternate universe, but they're basically different characters. I don't really care about this version of the Prowler. It's just mid. Next is Rhino. Rhino's fine. His personality is just to be, like, angry, running into stuff. He's basically a big tank that Spider-Man can jump over. He's like a video game boss type villain. I mean, he was a boss fight in, like, the Spider-Man video games. Next is Sandman. I think Sandman's cool. Out of the 3 villains in Spider-Man 3, he was the best one. He's a sympathetic character, and his power is cool and can be used well. Next is Scorpion. I think he's actually very underrated. He's kind of like an anti-Spider-Man. I believe Scorpions eat spiders, so it's kind of a, you have Scorpion go against Spider-Man. His origin story is kind of cool. He was actually cool in that new Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show. He was like a very menacing villain in that. MCU, please use him as the villain of Brand New Day. You guys teased him in Homecoming. He hasn't done shit since. And he's played by Michael Mando, Nacho Varga himself. Why would you waste that? Next is Shocker! 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 He's fine. I don't really know what he does. You know, he just shocks people. Next is Silvermane. Some of you are probably like, who? And yeah, he's like an old man. Don't really care about. Next is Silver Sable. You know, pretty cool. She's kind of an anti-hero. She fights Spider-Man. I also believe they also have like kind of a romance in the comics. comics too. I don't know, should she be in cool or fine? I'm gonna fine. Next is Sin Eater. He's a cop who became a, vigilante, and he killed his own partner. Eddie Brock was like interviewing him. He was trying to write a story about the Sin Eater, and he was like interviewing him, but he gets like conned, and that's what makes him lose his job. So he kind of has a history with Venom, which is kind of cool. I think he's fine. Next is the Spider Slayer, Alistar Smythe. Kind of mid, not gonna lie. I don't know. He has the potential to be done well. He was done in like the 90s animated series. He looked creepy in that show. He was also in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, played by Ryan from The Office. Next is the Spot. I'm actually putting the Spot in cool. I think this might be just because of Across the Spider-Verse. He was so cool in that movie. He was like a joke character, but he can actually be a serious and dark character when used well. Next is Swarm. I don't know. I don't care about him. Next is Taskmaster. Yeah, Taskmaster is cool. I'm not gonna put him in goated because I don't really see him that much as a Spider-Man villain, even though he's fought Spider-Man a lot of times. He is a character that's in the MCU. That version was terrible and was changed to a woman, and recently appeared in Thunderbolts, which I saw this weekend, and I don't want to spoil what happens, but let's just say Taskmaster is very important in that movie and has so much runtime. If you wanted to see more of Taskmaster, this movie gave us more Taskmaster, Okay, next is the Chameleon. What's interesting about him is he was the first Spider-Man villain. He's a shapeshifter, basically. Sometimes he wears like masks of like people's faces. Sometimes he has like belt that turns him into people. Sometimes he just has powers to like turn into people, or like his mask can turn into faces. I don't know. I'll say he's fine. I was thinking of putting him in mid, but he's actually not that bad. Next is the Tinkerer. Yeah, and next is Screwball. I wouldn't have known who this character was if not for the Spider-Man PS4 game, and this character sucks. She's like an influencer character, and just the worst person. Just please die. I hate this bitch so much. Fuck Screwball. Her missions in Spider-Man PS4 were like terrible. She was so annoying in that. Next is Thompson. Tombstone. He's been changed a lot. In the Spectacular Spider-Man, they basically made him the Kingpin. He was recently in Spider-Man freshman year, and he was actually done really well. I think he's fine, So next is Vulture. I think he's cool, mainly due to Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought he was done well in that. He's an old man with wings. He's kind of interesting. Next is Dr. Octopus, another goated character. He can be seen as also Spider-Man's arch nemesis. He's usually done really well in a lot of adaptations, like in Spider-Man 2, he was great. In the PS4 game, he was great. In the 90s animated series, he was great. In Spectacular, I think he was good, yeah. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man recently, he was good. Cool character. Also, he has a cool story where he puts his mind into Spider-Man's body, and he becomes Spider-Man. He's the superior Spider-Man, and I heard that's good. Next is Venom, another goated character, honestly. He's been done dirty. In his live-action movies, he's still a great character. Very iconic character. He's probably the most popular Spider-Man villain. He's got his own movie trilogy, which sucks. He was great in the 90s animated series. That was the best version of him. He was done well in Spectacular Spider-Man. He started out as a villain, but he's become an anti-hero. He's been a good guy for a long time, so yeah. But he's still a cool character. So yeah, anyways, this is my Spider-Man villains tier list. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? Tell me how I'm wrong or how I'm right. You can tell me whatever. I love engagement. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching.